Good morning, everyone. Here's your Eastern Idaho planning and weather briefing for February 16th. We've got rain, snow, and wind ruling the day here in eastern Idaho, and we're going to see those snow levels rising. This is a rather warm system. Down south, those snow levels peaking at 5,000 to 6,000 feet over portions of the central mountains. Not quite as high, but some areas, especially where we have lower elevations, that snow level sticks around 5,000 to 5,500 feet. We have another weak system coming in for tomorrow for some light snow across the area, light snow showers. Beyond that, it's going to be high and dry until we hit about a week from now. Satellite loop shows a pretty good fetch of moisture moving in, and like we said, these patterns typically are warmer, and that's what we're seeing for today. And we're also going to see that wind really increasing across the area. Here's our weather impact matrix. Because of the strong winds across the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley, we're going to have some moderate impacts, especially with some higher profile, larger vehicles. Now, in a few places along the benches where you're really up high a little bit, those strong winds will be there, and that may create some very limited blowing and drifting snow. The worst conditions will be across the eastern highlands, where we got rain, plenty of snow once you get into the middle and upper slopes, and some really strong winds as well. Some high impacts for travel across those areas, and some minimal to moderate impacts elsewhere across the area with that. For tomorrow, we'll see some snow showers, especially in the afternoon with a little bit of instability, and some gusty winds as well. Right now, we're not expecting a lot of impacts with this, but something to watch for tomorrow. Otherwise, high pressure builds in for most of the week into the early part of next weekend. We might see a little patchy fog and stratus right now. Really not sure on where that might form, but something to keep an eye on. It is winter time, and we do get those inversions across the area. Now, for the rest of the morning, really not much going on. Some very light snow, mainly a skiff across the lower elevations. You can see the upslope areas in and around the Sawtooth, also over in the eastern highlands, especially the big holes, and up east of Ashton Hill and the upper and lower Mesa Falls area, we could see several inches of snow continuing. You can start to see that warmer air creeping up the Snake Plain into the southern highlands, where we're going to see a mix of rain and snow. There are those strong winds later on this morning in these areas, especially across the Snake Plain into the adjacent highlands. Wind gusts about 25 to 35 miles per hour, and also winds picking up in the higher elevations. You can really see the warm air sticking in. Any snow in the Snake Plain is going to be really far to the north, and again, with warming temperatures, it's going to be wet snow. So blowing and drifting at the lowest elevations, the Snake Plain and the southern highlands, really not an issue, it looks like, at this time. Snow continues with the Bear River Range. Also, the Big Hole seeing some decent amount of snow this afternoon, along with those strong gusty winds. You can see snow letting up as it's starting to shift to the south across the central mountains. And the northwest flow, we might see some pretty good snow showers across the Limhi Range, the Beaverhead Range as well, also into the Lost River Ranges. But not much going on there, it looks like, at this point. This is when the winds really start to pick up, some gusts well in excess of 40 miles an hour. Snake Plain, a lot of the highland areas as well. Into this evening, snow really shifting into the southeast and eastern highlands and starting to let up as well, but those winds are there. And this is where we could see some gusts above 45 miles an hour. And actually, this will be a problem into the afternoon, where we see some showers. Don't be surprised if there's some gusts above 45 miles an hour here and there across the area. Tonight, pretty much done, with except maybe some lingering showers in the highlands. Winds are starting to decrease as we go into tomorrow. It's a very similar pattern with winds on the decrease. Tomorrow afternoon, that's when we'll see a few snow showers across the area with that very weak system moving through. And again, winds not terribly strong, except maybe some gusty winds once you get into the really, really, really high elevations. Once again, rain, snow, and wind for today. Snow levels down south peaking as high as 6,000 feet, a little bit lower across the central mountains. And after tomorrow, it looks like we're pretty much high and dry until next weekend. If you have any questions, give us a call. Otherwise, have a great day. Our next briefing will be tomorrow morning. Even though we have a holiday for tomorrow, we will have a recorded briefing. Have a great day, and do stay safe out there, everyone.